Hi everyone and welcome to Tarot Cafe. I'm going to have to change my name because there are too many tarot cafes out there. So I'm going to be called Flying Dog Tarot. Anyway, we'll see. There are just too many similar names out there. But for now, it's either going to be Tarot Cafe or Flying Dog Tarot. Okay? Anyway, I want to thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I really appreciate your support. And as you know, I'm really new to this, so all your support really means a lot to me, especially at this stage. So I've already taken the time to pull the cards for you. This is going to be a general reading for all you Geminis out there for the month of February 2017. So I've pulled the context card, the focus, and the outcome card for the month of February, and then I have a cloud cover card here. At the end of the reading, I'll pull an advice card from my Shamanic Healing Oracle deck, and we'll see what Spirit has in terms of advice for you. So let's get started then. So the first card here, the context card for the month of February for you, is the Page of Swords. So this could be a person, this could be you, because this card is either Gemini, Aries, or Aquarius, and this is a general reading for Gemini. So this could be you, or this could be somebody that you're dealing with in your life that is either a Gemini, Aries, or Aquarius. It could also be a young situation. So it could be, early steps of a new contract, for example, at work. So something youthful and new. So I think maybe for, if it's for work, you might be looking at a new contract this month. You might have left a position and be signing a new contract this month. So that's pretty exciting. Definitely the early steps of a career. So if you've been working really hard trying to build a career, I think this month you're going to see some of that culmination of your hard work coming together, and possibly even the early steps or the early stages of a new contract. So that's very exciting. If you are dealing with this type of person, if you're dealing with a Gemini, Aries, or Aquarius, this Page of Swords, in terms of partnership, it's not really a great partner. He or she spends a lot of time in their head. Somebody that is really fun to talk to. But in terms of a committed relationship, this isn't really gonna land. So I'm not really sure. Again, this is a general reading, so it could be work, or it could be a relationship, maybe somebody new that you've just met and you're kind of taken with him or her, but not great relationship material, put it that way. And then we move on to the middle card, which is the Moon card. Now the Moon card is all about delusions, secrets, hidden things, things that we can't see, and it's about truth. So I think the focus for this month is really to kind of try to get out of the confusion of what you see and what you don't see, and try and get clarity again. And this is interesting because this card's come up in a couple of my general readings, so it seems to be a bit of a theme this month for a couple of different signs. So the focus is maybe getting to the bottom of something, getting to the truth about something. I mean, in terms of a relationship, again, I think I said this in another reading. If you feel like something is off, then it probably is. You know, there's a lot of water here, which is indicative of your intuition. And I think you really need to pay attention to your intuition, and become more emotionally connected to what is actually going on. So it could be that you're in a relationship with this Page of Swords, or this could be you. And again, this energy is very youthful and sort of, you know, talks without maybe thinking before he speaks. And I think there's some sort of hidden truth there, that, you know, you may want to get to the bottom of. And again, it's all about finding a way to the truth, you know, walking the path and finding the truth, which is the moon, which is, to me, is the coming to light of you know, things coming out of the darkness, coming to light, the illumination. And I think I said this in another reading too, which is coming through for this one as well, for you Geminis, is pay attention to what isn't being said. I think there's a lot of the time we spend our time listening to people, you know, chatter, and sometimes they're not really saying anything at all. And it's what's really interesting is what they're not saying. So I think if this is about a relationship that you're having with somebody, or this is in fact you, I think you need to be realistic about this relationship and what, you know, what it's really about. In terms of if it's, you know, for work, I think there may be some unknowns this month about a possible new contract. You know, there may be some things that you just aren't aware of yet in terms of this contract or this job or this project that you could be starting. It's in the very early stages, I feel, whatever this project or work, job is, or career, it's still at the early stages, and there may be some things that, you know, some unknowns for you there, and you will get some, you know, I think the focus here is to try to figure out what it's all about. You know, what exactly does the contract mean? What does it mean for you? What does it mean for the people that you could be possibly working for? And I would just maybe pay attention to those kinds of details. You know, be careful of fine print. Be careful what you can't see or what someone isn't saying, and hopefully you'll get some illumination in that. And then the outcome for the month is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups sometimes deals with, you know, the first thing that's coming forward from, you know, is coming to me right now is, Five of Cups. Did I say Four of Cups? Sorry, I meant the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups. You know, this is a card that it's just a lot of emotion in it. Again, a lot like the Moon card. There's a lot of emotion. And it's a 5, so, you know, it talks about change and things being unsettled. So, you know, there could be something new or a new person in your life that you don't have all the information about, or a contract you don't have all the details about, and it's unsettling for sure. But I think, you know, and this also, as I was saying, it talks about depression, and I think this card, you know, his head is hanging low. I think what you have to do is you have to look up. You have to change your perspective. You know, you have to look up, and it's not all bad. You know, there's still 2 cups that are up, and there's things to move forward to in the horizon. And it's almost like, don't, you know, maybe you turned your back on something or someone, and you know what? Don't worry about it. Just get on with it. The spilled cups, it's it's spilt milk or whatever. Get on with it, move on, and you'll be fine. There's other things out there for you to focus on. So focus on what you do have. Focus on what is available to you. Focus on the people that are in your life that make your life good. Focus on all the good things that you have. And lift your head and move forward. The bridges here, the bridge here can represent transition. So this may be a month of transition for you in terms of your career or in terms of a relationship with someone. And sometimes it's difficult to turn your back on something or someone and move on. But the arches here are a symbol of opportunities. So I think you need to really pick yourself up and and change the way you're thinking about things, and just try to see opportunities that are there for you and not dwell on the past and what has happened. And it's what's done is done. It's time to move forward. If you're in a career and it's just not happening for you, well, if you don't feel supported, I think you need to focus on what was good, or what is good, and just try to move on. Maybe there was an argument, or maybe there was some rumors or something at the office. Well, let bygones be bygones, and focus on the good. Focus on what's positive in that environment. And in a relationship, if this is relating to a relationship, it could be that you're just emotionally unsettled in this relationship. You could try and save it. I don't know if that's, the best thing to do. But whatever you do, I think you need to change your perspective, and try and move forward, and just not let it get you down. Don't let it get you so depressed, and sort of broken. I think also I'm just picking up that money for some people this month, it could be, a bit of a difficult month financially, but, there could be some unsettling things with finances. Whatever it is, whether it's a relationship or financial or career, I think you need to learn the lesson that there is to learn from it, and you need to move on. And don't let it get you so down. There's a lot of blue here. Don't get so blue about it. Try to see what's good, and move on, move towards the horizon. There are good things there for you in the future. So it's tough. I know it's hard, but and then we have the cloud cover here, which is the Emperor, which is also a number 4, which is all about stability and discipline. So that's interesting that that's the cloud cover for this month, because this feels very, very emotional this month. Feels very unsettled with this 5, and it feels, a lot of water, a lot of emotions, a lot of possibly even depression, and feeling a bit broken by something. And this cloud cover, I think, is coming in and just holding the fort, keeping you disciplined and stable in this sort of time of change. Interesting. It's the highest money card too, so I'm not really sure. That's just an interesting aspect, because money came. I felt like money with finances were coming up here. So for some of you, you might actually have lost quite a bit of money or could lose quite a bit of money this month. So I think if you did, really sorry to hear that, and I think you need to learn from whatever it is that you did, however you placed your money or how you spent your money. You need to learn from that, and maybe not do whatever you did again, and move on, and maybe place your money in a different place. But again, it's a general reading, so that may only be speaking to one person out there. So in terms of relationship, this sort of cloud cover card is sort of saying, love your relationship or leave it. And it goes for career as well. Love it or leave it. You're either in it or you're not. So I think that you have to also, take that into consideration. I think it's the cloud cover again with the discipline and the stability of the Emperor is also saying, follow the rules, follow your diet, and everything will be fine. I think it's saying, don't let your emotions get the better of you. Really try to just stay grounded and disciplined, in all of this change, whether it be in relationship or career. So that's the tarot cards. I'm going to pull the advice card from my shamanic healing deck now, and we'll see what advice you get for the month. So this will be Gemini advice card for the month of February 2017. Advice card for Geminis, February 2017. Advice card for Geminis, 2017, February 2017. Advice card for Gemini, 2017. Advice card, Gemini, 2017, February So I'm not really getting a clear card for your advice card from that deck. So I'm actually going to go to my animal spirit deck and see if there is a card that wants to come forward for Geminis for the month of February 2017. Is there an animal spirit that would like to give advice to Gemini for February 2017? Okay, so I guess that is more, so I guess this is a card that wanted to come out. So this is the totem card. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. So the symbology here is guardianship. So let's have a read. Let's see what it has to say. Although the word totem derives from the Algonquin word notem, meaning any kin, the concept of animal totems is universal in Native American culture and other cultures around the globe. Animals are the guardian spirits, and each person and group has an animal totem. Individuals inherit totems at birth, acquire them through marriage or by membership in a clan, or learn of their watchful presence while in a trance. Native American dancers evoke the power of the totem by imitating the animal in posture, movement, and dress. Totems were also represented in elaborately carved totem poles, which functioned as grave markers or the emblems of a family or clan. Okay, let's see if there's a specific animal totem that would like to come out for Geminis for the month of February 2017. Okay, definitely. We have another beautiful illustration here, and this card is birds. So let's see what it says here. The symbology here is soul, divinity, liberation, creativity, and rebirth. So, winged creatures are powerful symbols in many cultures around the globe, often representing deities or other supernatural beings. Through flight, birds symbolize liberation and link the upper spiritual and the lower earthly worlds. The Egyptian gods originated as birds, retaining part of their original anatomy as they evolved into humans. The Egyptian soul is represented as a bird with a human head. In Hindu cosmology, birds represent higher levels of being. In the painting, a multitude of birds, including the snowy owl, swan, dove, heron, and pelican, are woven into the hair of an aged man, denoting wisdom and the connection between the earthly and spiritual realms. So I'll just put that there so you can have a look again at the illustration. It's just gorgeous, just beautiful. So that's really interesting. I think that it's talking about totems and it's talking about birds, and I think that's sort of tying in a little bit here with our emotions and our psychic ability here with the moon, and being in touch with our own divinity. So also, it talks about, the flight of birds symbolizing liberation. I think, there's a lot of sort of shift or change going on here this month. And I think, although you might be feeling a bit blue about it, even a little bit depressed about these changes in this upheaval, I think it will give you a sense of liberation if you allow it to, if you allow yourself to walk away from the spilt milk, if you allow yourself to move forward, if you allow yourself to see the opportunities that are ahead of you. Sometimes they're hidden and the illumination or the truth doesn't come out right away, but I think it will. And I think you've got lots of animal spirit guides around you that are trying to help you see the bigger picture. That's one of the things with bird totems is they have, the eagle or the falcon or even the owl, they have the vision from above. They can see from a different perspective. And I think this card, along with this card, is sort of saying that's what you need to do. You need to lift up your head and you need to get a different perspective. You need to try to get the perspective of a bird, like a bird's eye view, and see the totality of everything, and move on. So I think that's a really good advice for this month for all you Geminis. So I wish you the best of luck. And for any of you that have a birthday this month, I wish you a very happy birthday. And for those of you that celebrate Valentine's Day, I wish you a happy love day. And I look forward to seeing you next month. All right, all the best.